Hello, beautiful beings. I'm laughing because I've recorded at least 9 videos. Yep. And something has happened. I've just erased them because I'm just rambling on and on because the energy is so intense right now. Ancients, please record this video for me. I'm just so surprised I'm even making one right now. That's right, but I passed a pop quiz this morning. So many quizzes, so many pop quizzes lately. The one this morning was, yeah, I'm just going to say the conclusion. They're saying, yeah, just say the conclusion of it. Okay, so I thought I may have reacted this morning, and I don't want to react anymore. I really don't. It's not fun for me. But no. Anyway, it's just not good. It's not good to react. It really isn't. It's no bueno. Anyway, so I didn't react this morning. I thought I may have, but I was just setting a boundary for myself. And I got to work, which was up and over a beautiful mountain, and I was cleaning a beautiful house. And I said, Ancients, why is my mind still busy about this? Did I do something wrong? And they said, well, you set a boundary, and so that feels very uncomfortable. It doesn't feel as uncomfortable as it used to, but it still feels uncomfortable. Doesn't stop me from doing it anymore, though. It feeling uncomfortable, that is what used to stop me. Well, fear, actually. Fear used to stop me from doing whatever it is that was for my highest good. But so, okay, so I set a boundary for myself this morning, and I've been working on this one topic with a roommate for several months now. Investigating whether it's really that important, if I could just let it go because she didn't seem to respect my boundaries around it for some reason. So, but it was a test, they're saying, for some reason, is the test. It keeps coming back up. I can blame the other person all day for being that way, but what it comes down to is that was a test for me to see, testing, is it still in there? Have you resolved it? Whatever it is, have you resolved it yet? Well, I think I have now because I was confused because my mind was still busy around it. My mind wanted to have a commentary about it. Nah, 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 nah. I was just like, no, I don't know. This is just my mind having a commentary about it with itself. And how I'm justified with how I feel about it. No, I don't need to think about any crap like that. It just overcomplicates the situation. So so they said, well, there is some fear up about it because it felt confrontational and I felt angry. And so anyway, so there was some fear up. So I said the fear prayer, and I felt so much better really fast because it always makes me feel better, even if I don't feel like it will. Remove this fear and direct my attention to what you would have me be. So then they also said, what did you say? The boundary, the fear prayer. Oh, they said, yes, you also have a feeling that she is going to message you and basically give you shit for this, for setting this boundary this morning. Tell you that it's no big deal and why is it such a big deal to you? That's what my mind was trying to do the commentary around. So I said, yes, you're right. I do feel like she's going to message me. And I was starting to feel better. I was starting to feel more down into my body. And what's imperative for me about that is if it's an emotionally charged situation, I treat it with the arsenal of tools that I have. I would normally call somebody too, but I try everything I can first, praying, talking to the ancients, all that stuff first. And if that doesn't resolve it, then I definitely hold satsang with somebody surrounding it. And then the rest of the answers come through. But it's imperative for me to release resistance around whatever is up as quickly as I can, because if I'm in my head about it and the commentary is going on and da 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 and this and that and da da da, I am attracting more of it. Presence, when I'm in presence, treating it with presence, then there's no mental commentary about it, and I'm in the field of where all the answers come from, in my own natural state. That's where all answers come from, is presence. They never, ever, not once, not one time, have any of my answers, even if it seems like it, they have never come from overthinking about something. There's thinking about something, yeah, whatever. If you want to talk to me about it, if you don't agree with what I'm saying right now, then it's because it's being taken way too literally. This isn't just this situation. Okay. I am so proud of myself right now because the potential to just completely forget what I'm saying is so great. Ancients, keep me on track, please. Yes, that's why it's so imperative for me to release resistance around any situation, because I don't want more of it. I really don't. I want to learn my lesson and move on. So when she messaged me right then, I said, that's her. And it was her. And I, went right to it. And I said, guide my words, thoughts, and actions, because I, just, feeling so charged from the planets. I know I'm saying, a lot. I am very aware of it. I haven't been able to overcome that yet. I don't know if I will be able to. I don't know if it's necessary, but just know that I am working on that. See, squirrel. What's new? No, it's way worse right now than it naturally is for me. The tendency to bunny trail at the moment. The energy feels very frenetic. Yes, frenetic. So what I got from her was, oh my gosh, there was so much damage done to the door jamb in my bathroom. I think maybe Maggie was chewing on the door jamb for some reason. I was just like, oh my gosh, no confrontation? It's only about what happened last night? Oh my gosh, that's absolutely amazing. I knew right then and there she wasn't going to say anything about what happened this morning. She heard me loud and clear. I set a boundary for myself, and I was getting respect back. The fact that she wasn't trying to, well, why is it so important to you? Blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, I've talked about it before. It just seems very important to talk about it right now. The reason, the whole reason why. Anyway, so I woke up in the middle of the night last night. I wear major earplugs, 32 decibel. It's the highest you can get for blocking out noise. And something woke me up, and I took my earplugs out, and I was convinced somebody was breaking in the back window or something. It was so loud. And I jumped up and ran out my bedroom door, and I out the curtain, and I just stopped and stared, you know how you stare when you're listening? And Maggie, the Bernese Mountain Dog, she was standing there staring too and listening and not barking. We were both trying to figure out what it was. It only took a second to know that it was coming from the upstairs bathroom right across from my roommate's bedroom. And so I ran through the living room and ran up the stairs, skipping stairs. And right when I got to the top, I realized that Pepper, the Great Pyrenees, she had trapped herself in the bathroom somehow and was just about ready to take the whole door down. Oh my gosh. It was so loud. I said, gosh, not God just now. It was so loud. And my roommate slept through it. I said, you could sleep through anything if you could sleep through that. I mean, it's just right across the hall from her. Wow. I thought I was having it. I thought somebody was breaking in, and she sent back in all capital letters, I was having a dream. I thought somebody was breaking in, that somebody was breaking into our house. Oh my gosh, it was so intense. But see, and nothing, no weirdness. All the mental went away. It was a really good lesson. See, my mind is trying to be so active right now. And that's just the feeling of the energy on the planet right now, is the potential to become unconscious. Yes, that's true. The potential to become unconscious. So what I really see that's happening on planet Earth right now, why it feels so intense, is because people have been holding on for dear life to who they think they are and to ways of being, people, situations, jobs, all these constructed things that feel like us, like security. Those are all being ripped away. Yeah, being ripped out of the hands because it's not for the highest good of the planet, of humanity. these personal constructs. They're just not. That's not why we came through like human portals to get birthed and go through the agony of, it is agony on planet Earth. It's absolute freaking agony. It definitely is at times, and lots of it too. We just go through all of this just to have a nice house and a compatible partner? No. No. Absolutely not. And if a person is thinking, well, yeah, that's why I'm here. Well, you're unconscious. That's what unconscious looks like. Not having a clue, not thinking for one moment that we're in this physical form. We're spirit inside this physical form. People actually believe that this is them, even though it rots when our spirit leaves it. I used to think it too. This is not a blame thing, but wow, the people are getting woke up on such a deep level. People are so unconscious, and I totally understand why, because I was too, so unconscious. And it definitely takes a lot of work. Well, it's work anyway, so it may as well be productive, but the ascension process definitely takes a lot of work. But it's the greatest work. It's the most divine work I've ever done in my life. I mean, what else would I be doing other than trying my desperately every day to become who I was intended to, like the purest expression of consciousness coming through this physical form. Really, that is the goal for me, because that way my purpose will be fulfilled, helping humanity. I don't even know how to put what I'm feeling into words, how important it is to me to help others. Well, because it's my purpose to help others wake up to their divine purpose also. Yeah, it's just I just don't see what could possibly be more important than that. There are things that people are doing on the planet that are equally as important. See, there's a paradox for you. I know you like them. Hmm. Okay, so it's just absolutely wonderful because I got to be true to myself and get respect from her. I feel like this power thing, this power struggle almost that's been going on, that's what it has felt like. I feel like that is finally over. Yes, and it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. In the scope of how hard lessons have been in my life, it really hasn't been that bad. They're saying willingness really really helps in the process. People can be so afraid to let go of what they're already seeing because it's fear of the unknown, not being able to see. The day I had the awakening with Muji, like remembering, it was like somebody slid a board behind my eyes and I wasn't able to see out of my eyes anymore. It's been, this ascension has been to learn how to see from my heart again, and my third eye, which is basically seeing from the heart. Anybody that can see from their third eye, which we all can, but just people just haven't recognized it yet. People that are aware that they are seeing from their third eye know exactly what I'm talking about. I can watch people. I watched somebody the other day look at something with their third eye, and I pointed it out to them and they said they would have never noticed it. And I just love stuff like that, because just that little shift of awareness, oh, it's so beautiful because it really blooms and opens up very, very quickly. There's always hallways. Letting go of something, it's imperative to let go before we can have the new, before we can have our divine purpose. And it seems there's always a hallway with the lights busted out in between the letting go and not seeing the new yet. But that's what guides are for. And there's so many of us on planet Earth right now, and so many more popping up. Ones that we can help each other ascend. I've had so many show up in my life to help me through my ascension process. And there are just millions of us ready to help those that are ready for it. I've recently learned again that I can't help people that don't want it. And it can feel very confusing because I can be holding satsang with somebody that is incredibly open and even downright desperate. But then all of a sudden their persona slips in, which is a part of the shedding process from person to presence, person to presence. It's like, oh yeah, I know, I know, I know. And then that thought that I've followed for lifetimes comes in and seems to eclipse me again, and I go unconscious. So recently I realized that when I was holding satsang with this person, her trauma person would come in and eclipse her. She would become unconscious. I would have a good idea that she was, because it was all thinking. There was very little heart. It was so much thinking and changing of the mind all the time. But I was starting to become unconscious then also. And but still there was somehow answers being evoked. And yeah, it was very confusing. But how I backed out of it, how I got myself out of it without getting too bogged down in it, was I noticed the depletion in energy that I had, and that I was feeling like really that I was constricted. And when I'm starting to feel constricted, that's a clue that I'm starting to go up in my head. I swear to you, I wouldn't be able to talk if I didn't have arms and hands. Oh my gosh. Ancients, is there anything else we'd like to talk about right now? Yeah, so the energy, I'm always talking about how the energy affects me, how I can feel everybody else's energy. Well, it's because it's true, but I'm sure it can get annoying. So anyway, and I know I say anyway a lot also, that's fine. I don't think I need to get rid of that one. So recently I've been hearing myself, well, the last time I recorded a video a couple days ago, I heard myself say it, and I was just like, oh, okay, well, it's true, but I want to start seeing this energy that I feel differently. Yes, it's intense. Yeah, I like stating the obvious because then I'm always right. But I don't need to anymore. It's just feeding the intensity of it. So having that talk with my Dothra this afternoon really helped me, because she named how the energy felt. She said it feels angry. I was just like, wow, yes, that's exactly how it feels. So I've just been walking around feeling angry without looking at it twice. Okay, yes, it's an angry type vibe, but I can start treating that too. I can ask the divine to remove it if it's not mine, and replace it with something better, or don't replace it with anything. I like not feeling anything, and it's not feeling nothing. My mind had a hold of expansive silence, our true nature. My mind had a hold of that for several years, trying to tell me that I'm nothing. There is nothing. My heart just palpitated. There is nothing, just nothing, like nothing. Much like somebody described how they see things one time. She said, you're always trying to, see how I feel and figure out how I'm feeling and thinking. Well, she said, there's just nothing. There's never anything. And it felt terrible. I said, well, you're describing presence, but it doesn't feel like presence at all. It feels like nothing. Yeah, feels not good, not good at all. Yeah, because presence isn't even nothing. It just is. So did I bunny trail, ancients, or am I doing good? So yes, so I'm not just going to accept the fact that, oh, this feels like shit, this feels so intense, oh my gosh, I gotta hide at home. I may still have to hide at home, but I really want to shed the feeling of it making me feel so angry. They're saying also, yes, people that I'm really connected to on a deep level, I could be also feeling their anger the last couple days. That's very true, even though I have no idea what's going on with them. Well, I mean, I have an idea, and I don't feel like they're having that great of a time right now because of what's happening on planet Earth, of having to let go of things we've been holding on for dear life to. Yeah, let go and get a better grip. Every single time, without exception, that I have let go of something that I I thought I could never let go of. I just can't even imagine. Sorry, I'm stuttering. That's a part of the energy thing. I can't even imagine having not let go of it, even though I was so terrified. Well, they're saying that it's so terrifying because as we're letting go of something, it's shedding terror, it's shedding fear. So that's what one reason it makes it feel so. Oh, and also we're shedding all the thoughts that come with letting go of it, all the conditioning around it, all of the voices are saying not to do it. I mean, that's a tsunami. That's frightening. It's terrifying. I know it's terrifying. I've been there many, many times. The dark night of the soul. There's many of them through the ascension process. But people that have been through it, most of the way through it, we can hold the lantern up for the ones that are in the dark hallway right now. And I just, divine, please help the ones that their minds are still telling them to not reach out for help. It doesn't have to be me. Anybody. It's magic when a person reaches out for help and says, I can't do this. I just can't figure this out. I can't live like this one more day. Please, divine, please help the ones that feel like they're so incredibly lost. Please help them reach out for help today. Yeah, there's already help being sent. It's just that one action can just open up a whole new world and shed so much fear. Just that one action. I just prayed with every fiber of my being for you. Whoever is watching this and needed to hear that. And also I just feel it expanding out. Just this, like, a lack of a better word, the atomic blast, like just the shock waves are covering the whole earth. That felt so intensely beautiful. Thank you so much, Divine. I think that's it for now. I'm really hungry, and that's it. Song with Mama G at gmail.com. I keep wanting to say calm when I say calm. Or you could leave me a comment in the comment section, as long as it's nice. I feel like there's one more thing I need to say. Ancients, is there anything I need to say? Oh, this is a long video. Is that 22 minutes? No, I love you.